the thing is that simulation's already been ran. The ultimate fight of ultimate destiny, you know. I mean, Chuck Norris wins. No, it was Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater.
Mr. Rogers would die. He's just an old and friendly guy.
Sweetie, you
What?
haven't seen Mr. Rogers with a machete.
You know, my last name's also Rogers, so I think I'm an authority on what Mr. Rogers can do. You know, names. And I say he's too kind-hearted of a man to stand up against Chuck Norris. Now, if he just snapped one day and murdered some kids, sure. Chuck Norris, I don't know.
¡Oh, ahí está!
Out of my fucking face. Not dead. Dead now. Dead now, bitch. Okay, bullshit. Those were both headshots. Bullshit! You and your damn reach with your fucking pitchfork. I hate you. There we go. God, I'm missing every shot. This lady with this machete is gonna be the death. Oh no! I'm dead. That's very long that time.
I see.
I don't know. Damn it. No one's talking about it.
About what?
What the other animal was. I wanted to fucking bring it up. Because they were like very powerful, both very powerful animals. I feel like they were close, similar.
Were they both landing?
Maybe it was a bear and a shark. I don't know.
Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense because the shark is
Right? It's an aquatic animal. I think they were both landed. I just can't remember.
So what about like a grizzly and a bison?
Probably.
This grizzly is pretty fucking huge
And they've got
strong
those horns.
and has claws, but yeah, then the bison. I feel like the grizzly still kind of has the advantage because it's got paws to swipe, right? It can kind of, as long as it thinks to outmaneuver a charging bison and then get it. I mean, we're talking about
Thinking
wild
is hard.
animals here.
Yeah,
so.
thinking is a tall order for wild animals.
Oh, it's a grizzly bear versus a gorilla.
Okay, that's a pretty good fight.
I feel like it has to go to the grizzly bear.
Are we talking about the silverback gorilla?
I don't think they said. It was just, general grizzly bear or gorilla. I mean, we could talk about a silverback or gorilla.
Grizzlies are the apex bear, right? I'm
So
thinking,
if it's up against an apex ape,
yeah, I'm thinking a silverback.
you think the silverback would win?
Yes. We don't actually know how strong they are. They literally break all of our tests on their strength.
Yeah.
I think a gorilla could pick up a fucking grizzly bear and rip it in half.
So what you're saying is we should get a grizzly bear and a silverback gorilla together as an experiment.
Oh, definitely. Just to see what happens.
I mean,
not animal
silverbacks are fucking scary, dude.
Have you seen
I mean,
one run
all-
into that ballistic glass, the
Yeah.
like 10-inch
And it
thick
cracks.
glass at the zoo and it cracks?
Wow, I never want to go see any monkeys at the zoo ever again.
It's-
After hearing all of the stories, like you look at them wrong and they take it as like a threat, and it's like I'm
Or like
hunting
banging
you
on
down.
your chest or something. Like
Well, yeah,
fucking
I mean,
banging on
kids
the
are
chest at the
stupid.
zoo
They'll
or
do all
some
kinds
shit.
of shit. Yeah. You know, you don't fuck with wild animals, but especially not ones that'll rip your fingers off just for fun, or your face off, or all of the above. God, see, I think that's what makes them so scary, is they're so closely related to humans that they have like that psychology of doing shit out of spite, or like, you know, having cruelty, tendencies to be aggressive and cruel just because.
Squirrels have the tendency to be cruel just because.
What? Squirrels?
Squirrels.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I've never heard of that.
There's actually a lot of animals that enjoy torture and pain.
Why? That's so funny. Nature is weird. Why?
Cats. They
Why?
like to play
They
with
do
their
like to
prey.
play with their prey. I don't know. That's wild. How about hippos? Or are they just
Hippos are
aggressive?
Fucking scared. They're
They're
territorial.
terrifying, yeah. They'll
I
fuck
don't,
you up.
I don't know a lot about the psyche of a hippo, but
Well, probably not too many. Close.
it's
He's dead, yeah. How about elephants? Are they naturally aggressive, or
elephants are incredibly
they're
passionate,
docile, right?
incredibly
Until
compassionate,
they're like get too stressed out or pushed over the edge.
yeah.
I mean, like any wild animal, I guess, or any animal would be. Because they always, I mean, they're giant, so they could just crush you on accident, but you always hear the stories about circus elephants going wild because they've been like abused so horribly. So it's like, did you watch that Fallen episode of the circus elephant? That was so sad.
Mary the elephant?
Yeah.
I had actually seen a video or something about that before.
Humanity is so fucked up.
I agree.
You know, they train this animal to be reliant on them, trained to listen to them. She loved that one guy. She gets stuck with some asshole trainer who's an abusive piece of shit. Kills him because he's an abusive piece of shit, and then she has to die because of it, because now his reputation for the circus is ruined.
Well, and you know, you look at people getting caught in cages in the zoo or something. They put the animals down rather than
putting the kid down.
you know, like Harambe.
Mm-hmm. You know, if the kid
is that stupid?
If the kid, well, I mean, kids are stupid. If the parent is that stupid that they're not watching their kid, you know, you're taking him around a dangerous animal, and apparently that there's this potential for them to crawl into the enclosure if you're not closely monitoring them. I mean, I feel like that's on the parent. Maybe we should put the parent down. That's fucked up. But you know what I mean? Like, they'll always value human life over the animal life.
When the animals are just
They're just doing,
animals.
what they do. It's just natural for them. I mean, hell, we already screwed the animals over because we put them in a zoo to begin with.
Put them in a cage.
Yeah, put them somewhere where we did force the people to be around them to have this incident. I mean, obviously they weren't expecting some idiot to fucking fall in there, but how the fuck did they not think that was gonna happen? Kids are stupid. They'll do stupid shit without thinking about it. Including fucking falling into a gorilla pen, even though it's super stupid. That was a cohesive thought. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Or like an aggressive dog. Excuse me. If they were raised by somebody who didn't know any better and never like taught them compassion and actually took the time to hang out with them, or, you know, not abuse them, they become an aggressive dog because you were a bad owner, and then they bite someone because you're a piece of shit and they get killed.
Well, I mean, the human also gets a huge fine for that.
They should.
But
But I feel like,
The animal's the one that suffers for it.
yeah, the animal already had a shitty life. And now you're just gonna euthanize it because of this? Like, my grandma had a chihuahua that she got from the pound that was abused, and she wasn't nice, but she could, you know, she would warm up to you. She was sweet as long as she was comfortable with you. But I think she bit somebody, and then they put her down. But it's like, what the fuck?
It's incredibly common.
It's
for
so awful.
dogs to get put down just because they bit one person and now they're seen as aggressive.
It's bullshit. I mean, I've got a lot of trauma apparently around dogs and dog death because it always makes me feel so sad and fucked up inside. But it's beyond unreal how little. I don't know. It's funny. Another timer. I guess it's funny because I can say that about dogs, but I guess I don't feel the same way apparently about like meat that I eat, right? There's that
This is what I'm
disconnect.
talking about.
I mean, I've seen some of the documentaries where they are really abused, and that is really awful.
I mean, like chickens or...
Chickens and pigs and cows. You know, they're seen as stupid idiot animals, so they kind of get like kicked around and like fucking prodded. And
I feel like chickens and cows don't really get it.
I hope they don't.
But pigs are intelligent.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the like, propaganda, if you will, document. And it does really hurt. I'm all for we kind of resort.
So I looked it up, and a grizzly bear could literally pick up, or no, an ape could literally, a silverback, literally pick up and throw
A grizzly bear?
a grizzly bear. Silverback can deadlift, you know, like lift dead weight of over 800 kilos, so like 1,700 pounds.
Damn.
And a grown grizzly weighs, on average, 600 pounds.
Damn, yeah.
So...
Well, so what about the claws, though? Do you think it would be able to
Oh, sure, the
get
grizzly...
in a few good hits?
The grizzly would, you know, claw at the ape a few times, but...
You think the ape
literally
would just
going
fucking
to flip
chuck it?
him in... It doesn't even need to throw it. It could just rip its spine in two.
Jesus. Fuck, that's fucked up. So a grizzly bear against a silverback. It's a silverback.
Dead. Every time.
But any other
Silverback-
gorilla, maybe not.
Silverbacks are apex land predators. You know, a polar bear would have to How big are polar bears? Are they over 1,000 pounds?
Oh, I don't know.
They keep
Hang on.
coming.
Polar bear. The largest males can weigh in excess of 1,700 pounds.
1,700 pounds. Holy shit. So that's...
The average is 600 to 1,200.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that's the upper limit.
That's the limit of what a... You know, they say a silverback, an average silverback can lift in dead weight. So, you know, what about, like, the biggest, toughest silverback?
It says if you Google polar bear versus silverback gorilla, a polar bear is much larger than a silverback gorilla.
Sure, they're bigger.
And this one is saying, though, that a full-grown adult polar bear can weigh up to 15,000 pounds.
1,500, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, 1,500.
Well, here's the other thing.
And is approximately 8 feet tall.
A silverback's probably going to be a little more intelligent than a polar bear. Right? I think. I don't know for sure. I don't know how intelligent bears are.
It's saying here in A2ZAnimals.com that although a silverback is very fast, quite strong, and has a longer arm span, it is unlikely that a silverback could defeat the much larger and faster grizzly bear in a fair fight. It says that the one advantage that it does have is the strength of its muscles.
And its brain. I'm sorry. There's no way that a grizzly is smarter than a silverback.
No, but what about animal instincts? Does it have to be smarter if it's in a fight?
I mean,
Like if it's just relying on instinct fighting alone?
I don't know.
Apparently leopards prey on gorillas, but I don't know if that's
Leopards, yet again, incredibly intelligent animals. They wait in the trees and ambush. You know, in a guerrilla warfare fight, a gorilla would win over a grizzly or a polar bear, I feel like. You know, they're in the trees, they fucking are hiding, and they ambush the bear. But, you know, in a fight where you stick him in a gladiatorial ring or something, who wins? That's a good question. Got bow gas. Probably go to the doctor, right? Where's the map? There we go. Blue medallion I missed. Hit. 4 out of 5. Okay, so there's one more over here. Is that it? Why? Yeah. On a lower level. How do I open? There we go. Back that way somewhere.
I don't know. A lot of people on this Reddit are saying they think the polar bear would win.
I mean, that's fair. Polar bears are really going to be a lot bigger than a grizzly, and I feel like it's already kind of a close fight between a silverback. It really depends on the circumstance. If you're caught in the open fucking Arctic on an ice shelf, a polar bear is gonna kill you, right? Or a silverback. It's gonna kill the silverback. But if you're in the jungle and there's trees around, polar bear's not gonna be able to climb that tree, but the gorilla is.
Polar bears have no natural enemies?
Nope.
That seems
Not-
crazy.
Not land enemies.
Just because of where they live
They are bigger and stronger than every other land creature
in the Arctic.
in the world.
Oh, in the world. Shit. Really?
Yes. That's just about the biggest, strongest land creature around.
Polar bear. They're so cute.
Aren't they?
On Google, where I'm not nearby, look at their little faces. The little babies are so cute and floofy. Oh my god. It's like if you had a fucking... you know the neighbor, the guy downstairs with the Pomeranian?
Yeah.
If you shaved it and it was white, that's what that is right there.
Little bean.
Mm-hmm. Except it would definitely...
Eat
If
your
you see
face
it,
off.
it means you're dead.
Right.
Oh, their fur is translucent.
When they're young, yes.
No, it's just always... I heard that it was just always translucent.
Oh.
And it just looks white because of the snow.
Snow.
And that's why sometimes they look kind of off-white. And, yep.
hell is it? You're right here.
So, yeah, the polar bear's coat has no white pigment. Its skin is black and its hairs are hollow.
So it's white because it has no pigment then.
Yeah, so the polar bear's fur is translucent and it only appears white because it reflects visible light, is what it says.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense actually, because the visible light spectrum is all colors. So
And so
would
it just
be white.
appears white. And their skin is black. That's crazy. I guess they just have so much fur you can't see it because they live in the fucking Arctic and they gotta stay warm. But damn.
There's nowhere I can fucking see this thing. I think it's up underneath dock, because it's not above me.
The medallion thingy?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that it down there? Down? Right
There
there.
it is.
Or something. Yeah.
There we
Last
go.
Ursus maritimus. Another name for polar bear. Or the scientific name.
Ursa is the scientific name for bear.
Oh.
So Ursa maritimus.
Yeah, maritimus. Makes sense. Near the sea.
Yeah, I mean, they would definitely be the apex land predator in my mind. Of course, there are bigger, badder bitches in the sea.
It is the largest, extant land carnivore.
Yeah, makes sense.
And of course, that means it's also the largest bear. What was another thing we were talking about?
How big is a whale poop?
Whale.
I feel like a whale poop would be bigger than
The blue whale is the largest animal on the planet.
Mhm.
Its poo is described as smelling like a dog's. Ugh. With the consistency of breadcrumbs.
How would they know it smells like a dog's? Did they harvest it from the water?
Somebody found it.
They took it out of the water.
Well, no, they probably didn't sniff it, but they probably did take some out of the water to study. You know, zoologists or whatever, ecologists,
Oh, shit.
biologists, they're always studying all that shit. So this one says that a blue whale can excrete up to 200 liters of poo in 1 gallon.
That makes sense.
They have video of it shitting. Ew, it's green. Yeah. You can look at it. Probably because of all the fish
Plankton.
Yeah. Krill, is it krill? Which ones are the ones with the graylene, not the teeth? Is that blue whale?
Yeah. I thought most whales had the
Think you can swallow
Right,
me whole,
and
huh?
killer whales are like one of the few with teeth.
orcas.
Yeah.
Orcas are the apex predator of the world. Polar bear, whatever, nothing that they can't kill.
I mean, this is saying the megalodon is the greatest predator of all time.
A megalodon. Something that doesn't exist.
No, they proved that. Didn't they find like the jawbone of a megalodon?
Sure. A shark that lived over millions of years ago.
Yeah, so it's not. It doesn't exist today.
Right.
But this is in history, the greatest predator in history. And they said a
Chapter
megalodon.
end.